What's up, everybody? Dr. JP Guidry here. We'll talk a little bit about lunges in this video. So lunge, the first part of the single leg variations for lower body strength and stability training. There are a couple ways, a bunch of different variations we can do. So let's talk about just what the lunge is. So a simple lunge is up and down like that. You can see from the side. We can vary with our torso position, the stress on the knee versus stress on the hip. So if we want to stay upright and have more forward translation in the knee, we tend to put a more load on the knee joint and the quad muscle, as well as work ankle mobility there. If we want to add a little more hip, we're going to get less knee translation forward, a little more forward lean in the trunk. And that's going to tend to target the hips or the glutes a little bit. Either way, both variations, just kind of what fits your anatomy first and foremost. So some of the variations are, we can do all this body weight first. If you do the lunge, we can work in a bunch of different planes. So we can go forward. We can do a reverse lunge. We can do a lateral lunge. And then really we can work kind of any plane around the clock. We can lunge across, lunge out diagonal. So we can work a lot of different planes, a lot of different variations, which is good for athletics, good for life, because we move, we work, we live, we play in different planes of motion, not just straightforward. So really a lot of variability with this. So how can we load the lunge? First off, we can do barbell version. So we can do a back-loaded barbell lunge, and again, any of those variations. And we can do front-loaded. Same thing, any of the variation. We can do dumbbell loaded, both double and single. So simple double arm dumbbell. We can do single, either goblet style, or we can start to go opposite arm, train a little more stability, same side arm. So a bunch of different ways we can even start to load the lunge with that. Same thing with kettlebells. You get 2 kettlebells in each arm, goblet style kettlebell in front. And you can do that with all these variations, all the planes of motions, with any of these ways of loading it. So we're going to come over here to the turf a little bit. I'm going to show you a few different variations. So I've got a little furniture mover here, slider here. Again, some more variations we can do. Going in different planes. Working around, so just a different variation we can work into. We can add a little more of a balance element, so we can lunge up into a march. Again, we can lateral lunge, we'll fall up into a march. Add a little different element of challenge with that. So the lunge is a great exercise to work single leg strength, to balance out if you have one leg that's stronger than the other. Do an extra set, do a few more reps on that weak leg. We can kind of tease out those imbalances that maybe don't show up in the squat or the double leg variations, and we can work a little more stability and balance while still loading and building strength. So find those variations that work for you and work for your goals, and get to work.